Hay River, known as the Hub of the North, is a town in the Northwest Territories of Canada, located on the south shore of Great Slave Lake. At the mouth of the Hay River, the town is separated into two sections: a new town, 60.81250 degrees north, 115.78889 degrees west, 60.81250 minus 115.78889, and Old Town, 60.85361 degrees north, 115.73861 degrees west, 60.85361 minus 115.73861, with the Hay River Merlyn Carter Airport between them. The town is in the South Slave region and, along with Fort Smith, is one of the two regional centers. History. The area has been in use by First Nations, known as the Long Spear people, as far back as 7000 BC. According to the Legislative Assembly of the Northwest Territories, the first buildings were those of the Hudson's Bay Company in 1868, followed by a Roman Catholic mission in 1869 and an Anglican mission in 1894. However, according to the history of the area provided by the town, the first permanent settlement in the area of Hay River was established in what is now the Katlaudi First Nation, a Hay River Reserve. This was sometime between 1892 to 93. This first settlement was established by Chief Keelencore and a group of people by the building of log cabins and bringing dairy cows. This was followed in 1893 by the Anglican Mission, at the request of Chief Keelencore in 1893, with the Roman Catholic Mission and the Hudson's Bay Company arriving later. A school, health centre and the Royal Canadian Mounted Police followed, and as part of the Canal Road project, the United States Army Corps of Engineers built a runway on Vail Island. In 1948, the Government of Canada built a gravel road, now the Mackenzie Highway, from Grimshaw, Alberta to Hay River, making it the first community in the NWT to be linked with southern Canada. The settlement's role as terminus of all-season trucking and the establishment of a commercial fishing industry started an economic boom. In 1949, the community organized its first community government, forming an administrative district under the direction of the Government of Canada, run by a trustee board with 2 elected members, 2 appointed members, and a chairman. In 1959, the Northern Transportation Company Limited located the main base in Hay River and over the years developed the facilities. Today the base is the major staging point for the annual sea lift along the Mackenzie River, Virinuvik and Tuktoyaktuk, and the communities of the Arctic Ocean as far east as Talayoke, Nunavut and West to Barrow, Alaska. By 1964, as part of the Pine Point mine development, the Mackenzie Northern Railway was constructed. The railway, through Canadian National Railway in Edmonton, makes Hay River the northernmost point in Canada and all of North America, which is connected to the Continental Railway system. The Alaska Railroad is located farther north but is orphaned from the network. In 1978, Hay River, along with the now abandoned Pine Point, hosted the 5th Arctic Winter Games. Services. The community has a full hospital, the H. Williams Memorial Hospital, a woman's shelter, transition house, a dental clinic and an ambulance service. The RCMP detachment has 8 members and the South Mackenzie Correctional Center is located here. There are 2 grocery stores in Hay River, including the Northern Store, branches of both the Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce and the Royal Bank of Canada, and both TRU Hardware and Home Hardware. There is also a museum detailing the history of Hay River and the Hudson's Bay Company in Old Town. Airlines servicing Hay River include the locally based Buffalo Airways, who provide scheduled flights to Yellowknife, as well as charter services and a courier service throughout the north. First Air provides scheduled services to Yellowknife with connections elsewhere. Northwestern Airlines also offers scheduled service to Edmonton and Fort Smith. Other companies offering charter services in Hay River include Landra Air, Carter Air Services, Dean Yende Helicopters and Remote Helicopters. Religious services include a Catholic church, an Anglican, Grace United Church, a Baptist church, a Pentecostal church, and a community fellowship within Newtown. There is also a Jehovah's Witness Kingdom Hall along the highway coming into town. On the Katladitchi First Nations Reserve there are a small Catholic church and a larger Pentecostal church. There is also an Anglican church that was destroyed in the 2008 Hay River icebreaker. The religious diversity in Hay River exceeds the outward appearance given by these services. Education. The town hosts 4 schools, 3 of which are administered by South Slave Divisional Education Council. The SSDEC is responsible for Harry Camsilk A3 School, Princess Alexandra Middle School, and Diamond Gennis Secondary School, while École Boreal Francophone School is administered separately. Harry Camsil is a primary school and serves students from kindergarten to grade 3. Princess Alexandra, named for and opened by Princess Alexandra in 1967, is a middle school and serves the grade 4 to the grade 7. École Boreale is a francophone school that was opened in 2005 and works with students of all grades. Diamond Gennis, named for scientist and anthropologist Diamond Gennis and opened in 1973, is the high school and serves grade 8 to grade 12. The town also supports a community learning center and a career center. Media. Radio CKHR-FM 107.3 is a community radio station in Hay River, and the only station in Hay River to maintain local studios. It is owned and operated by the Hay River Community Service Society. Other radio stations in Hay River are repeaters of stations based in Yellowknife. Television. The Hay River Community Service Society also controls television broadcasting, and it is paid for through property taxes, at a rate of $36 per household per year. Channels 2 to 5, 7, and 8 to 13 rebroadcast Canadian and U.S. channels in analog format from towers atop the Mackenzie Place high-rise. Transmitter powers range from 9W to 2.545 kilowatts. Channels include CIHC-TV Channel 5, a community channel, CH4435 Channel 8, rebroadcasting Radio Canada through CBFD Montreal, and CH4160 Channel 12, repeating the Aboriginal People's Television Network, among other channels. The local CBC-owned CBC North television repeater, CBEBT1 Channel 7, closed on the 31st of July 2012. However, the Hay River Community Service Society announced that it acquired the transmitter, which they intended to use for CBC television service. Print. The Hub is a weekly newspaper published by Northern News Services. The editor is Sarah Laddick. Besides Hay River, the paper is available in Yellowknife, Enterprise, Fort Smith, Inuvik, Fort Providence, Fort Resolution, and Grande Prairie. Communications. Internet services are provided by SSI Micro and Bell Sympatico, land-based telephone by Northwestern, and cell phones by NMI Mobility. Climate. Hay River has a subarctic climate with summer lasting for about 3 months. Although winter temperatures are usually below freezing, every month of the year has seen temperatures above 10 degrees Celsius. Rainfall, which can occur throughout the year, averages 217.4 millimeters and snowfall 138.9 centimeters. From December to January on average there are 71.8 days when the wind chill is below -30. which indicates that frostbite may occur within 10 to 30 minutes. The highest temperature ever recorded in Hay River was 36.7 degrees Celsius on the 9th of August 1981. The coldest temperature ever recorded was minus 52.2 degrees Celsius on the 23rd of January, 1906. Demographics. In the 2011 census, Hay River had a population of 3,606, a decrease of 1.2% from the 2006 census. The Aboriginal population in Hay River is 1,600, up from 1,565 at the 2001 census, and is made up of First Nations, Mequties people and Inuit. The main languages in the town are South Slavey, Chippewa and Michiflan English. In 2009, the government of the Northwest Territories reported that the population was 3,601, with an average yearly growth rate of 0.0% from 2001. Notable people: Paul DeLaurie, professional curler and former MLA and Speaker in the Northwest Territories Legislature. Brendan Green, Canadian team biathlete that participated in the 2010 Winter Olympics in the men's 4x7.5 km relay. Jane Granuagin, current member of the Legislative Assembly of the Northwest Territories from Hay River South. Spencer King, 7-time World Jet Boat River Marathon Racers champion with King Racing. Joe McBrien, president and owner of Buffalo Airways, featured on Ice Pilots NWT. Mikey McBrien, Buffalo Airways general manager and featured on Ice Pilots NWT. Rob McVicker, professional ice hockey goaltender. John Pollard, member of the Legislative Assembly of the Northwest Territories from 1987 until 1995. Jeff Sanderson, a former National Hockey League player. Donald Morton Stewart, former mayor and speaker of the Northwest Territories Legislature. Andrew Stanley, fur trapper and creator of the popular Wild North internet series, resides near Hay River.